In this course, we'll be developing a project which will be a single page application using React. So that will be our single page web application, and this will basically have two things. The first one is the static content, which will be basically stored on the blob storage, where we will be doing our static website hosting. So all the requests will be served from this blob storage, and then we will also have built-in authentication so that users can see specific data. For example, we will have our project categorized into two user groups, first one being the job seekers and the other one is job providers or employers. So we will have a login page which will identify whether the logged in user is an employer or an employee or job seeker, and based on that it will render specific pages with specific set of data. Now that authentication will be done using Azure Active Directory B2C authentication, and that will be handled using API management, Azure Functions, and Cosmos DB. So Cosmos DB will be our backend where we'll have our database. Azure Functions will be used to get those data. API management is basically going to call Azure Functions behind the scenes and will retrieve the data from Cosmos DB and send it over to our single page application, which will be developed using React. So that is what we will be going to do in this course. We'll be building a serverless web application using Azure Lambda functions with Cosmos DB as the backend database, and our site will be hosted as a single page application on blob storage.